A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is
caught inside the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already cooking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Randy Gregory. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To about the 33-yard line. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson changing the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And now an audible here into something else. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 65 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, Williams. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure there already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. That is caught. He will have the 1st down and a bit more. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. And
that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They go play action now. Jackson. 20. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 30 yards. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net him a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the right sideline, inside the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball